Alright, so this is the full demo for AttoData for software delivery. We want to kind of highlight all the functions and features that have been coded to scope for the final delivery of the project, and do a full demo of the software from all the workflows and so forth that are included. So what we're going to do is we're going to start off by taking an example of a workflow such as call taking or creating a new account, and we're going to demonstrate the modules of the software and the functions based on this. So typically when a customer service rep takes a call from a customer, they first look them up by phone number or a couple of different ways to look up an account or customer's information, physical address, phone number. We're going to use phone number for the purpose of this demo. We're going to use 949. We have a couple of clients in here in the system with the 949 area code, but let's say the customer is not in here because his phone number is 888 6630. We find that the customer does not exist in our system, so we have to create a new account for this customer. We're going to click on create new account, add a new contact. We're going to go ahead and make this client the decision maker. He's the primary contact, the billing contact. The business name, there is none because this is an individual. We'll put this person's name as Brian Doe. His phone number is going to be 949-888-6630. Now we've created a contact successfully for this account. We now have to add a physical location. So this is going to be the individual's home at, let's say, 20 Lenox. Actually, let's do 21 Lenox, Irvine, California, 92612. We could put in the cross streets as Jamboree and Michelson. Gate code is 1111. Location note, this location has a gate. Click confirm. Now that we have a physical location and a contact, we can now go ahead and create a job for this customer. We can do this by clicking on the physical address and clicking on jobs and click on add a new job. This was an inbound call, let's say, and this was regarding his AC unit not working properly, so it's a repair, and the region is going to be Orange County. It's Irvine. The call reason is there's no air coming from the vents. We don't know what the equipment is here, so we're just going to leave these slots blank. There is no referral source, there is no lead source, and the job detail is that there is no air coming from the vents. And we're going to click confirm. Now that we have successfully created a job for this customer, we can go and schedule it by clicking on jobs, clicking on visits, and adding a new visit. You'll notice that we have these slots open here. We can ask the customer what time slot is the most convenient for him. And let's say he's available at noon. So we're going to click on noon, and we're going to say visit description. Please make sure to take a ladder because it's in the roof or something. And we're going to click confirm. And now we have successfully scheduled a visit for this particular job for the customer. And now what we can do is we can see this by clicking on dispatch, and we'll see that the job is in queue ready to be dispatched out for today. This is what the dispatch board looks like. It actually has quite a few functions here. If you click on these, we can expand out based on the region or location of the servicers. And over here on the top, we have all the disciplines that this particular servicing company has, but we can also filter what we want to look at any given moment. So let's say we only want to look at HVAC. We click on HVAC and this will appear. Plumbing, there are no plumbing jobs, electrical or solar, so none of those will show up here. But let's click on HVAC, and now we're able to see all this HVAC job that we have just scheduled for Brian Doe. We can find the time here in real time, and this red line right here represents the current time, which is today. And once we click on this, we're able to assign it to a technician. So we're going to assign it to Kevin Choi because I'm logged in as Kevin Choi. And we're going to say the call was confirmed. Now once we have done that, we'll notice that the job has been, assigned to this particular technician. And if you notice that there's an icon on the left side, we can basically, change the icon or status. So in real time, when you're looking at the board, you will know where your technicians are, what they're doing at real time. But let's move this back for call confirm. Now that we have successfully dispatched and assigned the job to a technician, we can see what a technician sees on his or her end by clicking on tech. This is the same view that they will be able to see when they download the iPad app version or the mobile version of this Addo system. And what they're able to do is they're able to see visits scheduled for them during the week at any given time. And we're going back to today's date, this is the start time that they know they need to be at this location by, and that gives them some brief information. But if they want to expand it, they simply click on this. Gives them the full details of their job, the visit, the job number, the date, some descriptions, the window that they need to come, and then the technician can assign estimated arrival time on the location, how long this job will take, and then he or she can also edit the status of this current job. So let's say technician is on the way. We'll click confirm, and then we can, once the technician has arrived on location, he or she can do his inspection and find out what's missing. And once the job has been complete, they can finally add line items or billable items to an invoice that they're going to create. We'll look this up by Addo, and since this was a repair call, we'll just click this and add this one here. Well, there's one, and whatever the rate may be, let's say it's like $100 for this visit, and we'll click on confirm. Now you'll notice that on this particular job there's a balance of $100 due. This is the line item that was used to create this $100 balance, and the technician out on the field can actually take the credit card payment in person. They don't have to call into the system or call back into the company. They can, as long as they have the card in hand, they can actually go ahead and run the credit card in the system. The name on card, let's just use Brian Doe for example. It's for $100 since this balance is due is $100. And CCV and this one. Let's do this. Once we click add payment, technician is able to run the payment successfully. The transaction is recorded, and this transaction will also show up in the merchant account information on the back end. But if it went through successfully, it posts here, and there is no longer a balance due on this particular job. So the technician could go ahead and close the job out. And once the job has been closed out, you get a close date here. But what a dispatcher is able to see is that the status of this job has changed as well based on what the technician has done. And this icon represents that the job is complete. That way that the dispatcher will know, okay, this technician is actually on his way to the next job. So I just went through from the very beginning steps of when a customer calls in, you're able to take the call. You can create a new account for that customer. You can schedule, create a job for this customer, schedule it, dispatch it, and then the technician can go out on the field and basically do his service and bill the client in person, and then run the payment out on the field as well. So that was the full demo for Addo software. This is what we have been working on for the past year, and we're really happy to go ahead and deliver this to you guys in this current state. And I know there's a lot of cool things that we want to do and add in, and we look forward to that as well. So thank you guys so much for your time, and I hope you guys, I wish you guys a lot of success. Thank you so much.